Arsenal have had the edge over Manchester City in terms of the WSL head-to-head games of late. They'd be gallivanting runs down that left-hand side. Hasegawa, Wahabi, Miedemar, Greenwood, back from Hasegawa. It was a bit too telegraphed, so Bhuvan Moy could step in. Hasegawa has it again. Min's top tier and the player with the most direct goal involvements in WSL history, although the whistle has gone here just as have to go all the way back to Manuela Zinsberger. And Zinsberger out of a goal, dead-eye accuracy, and nearly marked her return to Arsenal in some style. Swept across to Fox. He's got a bit of room to work with here, Emily Fox. Ford, good ball, Blackstenius couldn't get there! But their first afforded far too much room here. Uahavi was caught out of position. She released Ford, the ball was meant for Sina Black. Very good start. Well, City had looked much the more composed. It to be Chelsea's main challengers in the WSL this season. They're seen as joint second favourites. Lost out on goal difference last season, Manchester City, in the closest WSL title. He knows that the now top four, they managed to take 12 points. They could be in again. Blackstenius, it's not all over the top. It's a cracking run from Blackstenius to get the wrong side. I'm not quite sure what Yamrichter is. And Greenwood, Hemp coming central and having a go. But you'd always back Zinsberger to deal with it. Hasegawa. Well, there was risk there, wasn't quite enough on that, but Hasegawa has kept it moving. On here for Hemp. Early ball is good, Shaw couldn't get there. And that's better from City. Bunny Shaw was trying to get in at the near post. She was seen off. There was Virginia. Hasegawa again. Midway point in the first half. Hasegawa too high for Shaw and too high for anyone. That's really good stuff. And Caldente's ball in has come back her way over the summer, but they gained Mariona Caldente, who is a very... Cooney cross. That's a good-looking ball. And Miedemar not enough oomph on the pass. Leonardson-Mornham thinking about having a go here to test the keeper. She played the pass, I think, use the near miss last season as fuel to the fire. Use that experience and knowledge. Greenwood. It's given away to Cooney Cross. Now, Leonardson-Mornham. Blackstenius, Ford's in the middle. Blackstenius, oh, she went for Leonardson-Mornham instead. In their hands at Meadow Park after a 1-0 defeat to BK Häcken. That's useful. Oh, what a try! For Uahavi, so that's a setback. Ali Chanri. Miedemar's pass has released Hemp. Ali Chanri, Miedemar. couple of bites to the cherry, and she has managed to work it through to Hemp. Miedemar still going, deflected and in. Arsenal legend. She doesn't normally celebrate anyway. She had two stabs at that to try and work it through to the run of Ali Chandri. Most Arsenal fans could have extended their advantage, and instead now pegged back to one each. Ali Chandri, but given away now. Leonardson-Mornham. Oh, clever pass. It's Blackstenius. It's a good. Well, she poked it towards Little, who couldn't bring it down. Hasegawa now for Manchester City, aiming for Shaw, but only finding the head of. Honours even at the interval then, after a very entertaining first half. Manchester City kick off the second half then. What lies in store after a pretty pulsating first 45 minutes. Leonardson-Mornham. Caldente. Leonardson-Mornham, surely, yes! Just knew it was coming. Doing. That's nicely worked. Good surging run, but then, which meant there were gaps in behind them, and that is exactly the gap that she was looking to exploit here. And I think that the teammates. Caldente, set piece routine, and she's popped it in nicely, and it nearly came off for her. Coody cross, wriggling clear. Blackstenius through the middle, and it's funny line, which is good in some ways, but means that she's not going to be further forwards when they try and pump the Dente. Caldente, and Kasparai was a bit casual. Codina. Weave through here for Caldente. Deflection. Ruben judged it well. It's collected by Miedemar. Now Hemp. Hemp's ball towards Shaw. Collected by Park, who's turned and hit. Is in for an absolute stunner. Manchester City. Zinsberger could only stand and watch and hope that it wasn't going to go in, but it crashed off the bar and into the net for a perler from Park. Hemp taking on Fox, in towards Shaw, and Miedemar denied. Still alive here though, Fujino. Hemp was there. Caldente taking on Kennedy, who's forced her back. She's also got a whole load of her shirt there. Hasegawa, Park, nice, Shaw, and it's broken for Fujino. Kennedy. Too much on it for Fujino. Little will let it go behind. Hemp. It's Shaw. Park's up there. Hasegawa, and Zinsberger saves from Miedemar. So was hoping to get onto the flick on. Hasegawa neatly into Shaw, who's poked it wide to Fujino. Fujino. Oh, and Park fluffed her line. Winning run away from home in the WSL. That was when they did it for 12 straight games between July of 2017 and January 2018. Here's Hemp and Shaw! Zinsberger keeps us. The team that looks the more likely to get the next goal, if there is one, is Manchester City at the moment. Starting to find... That's a good ball. And here's a chance for Arsenal to get level, but Bruce... Mead opens up for the hit. Mead tries to poke it on again. Fowler's back there, but made a mess of it. Shot for handball, which isn't given by Abigail Byrne. Mead's layoff, picked up by Hasegawa and poked forwards by Shaw. To come to an end, barring a dramatic climax here at the Emirates. Kasparaj. Coming off the back of that European defeat to BK Häcken, here is Alessia Russo looking for the angle to have a go. It looked like it. Play's gone on. McCabe. Oh, that's a nice ball. Kapachi off the post, but in! That's where they seem to just switch off, the City players. No doubt about the fact that she was onside and so close. Park. Kelly, early ball in from her, Shaw's waiting. Russo, good turn. And she's taken down there. Come out with a bit more frequency now, this time it's Park in the book. Come away with it. Heavy pass, Hasegawa's got a stretch. Nice angle for across this. Kelly's there again. Hasegawa, was Park tripped? She was. Greenwood, disappointing. Bypassing Shaw, picking out Kelly. Kelly, Fowler was in there, 7 additional minutes. We're going to have Zinsberger, flapped at that. It just bounced off the heel of Greenwood. Fowler. Here's Katie McCabe. Is there another late sting in the tail for Arsenal? And Lauren Hemp was also cautioned. Greenwood's delivery. Hasegawa back towards Shaw, who's taken it down nicely, but couldn't get the shot away. There was no flag. Greenwood. Hasegawa. Greenwood. On for Kelly, who should get there, and gets the ball in dangerously. Oh, good try. One last chance maybe for Arsenal. Played the 7 minutes that were signalled. And Abigail Byrne says that is that. So it ends also. Jonas Eidevall and Gareth Taylor shake on a point apiece. They will both have one time at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 2.